The thing about terrorists is, if you are scared of terrorists, oh, they relish that, right? If you express hatred towards them, they feed off of that. But if you laugh at them, I don't think they know how to react to that. I was a counterterrorism intelligence analyst at the Department of Homeland Security. I also was a contributing writer for The Onion, so comedy is something I've always been passionate about as well. And this idea kind of came to me because I know that on the surface, comedy and counterterrorism seem really different, but as someone who's sort of been involved in both, I thought there was an opportunity that was there that people weren't really taking advantage of. What we're doing right now is partnering with comedians in India, with YouTube comedians, some of the most popular folks on social media here, to produce content that counters the narrative of terrorist groups online. No. We got some proposals for videos from a few of the top A-list comedians. We liked one of them the best, this group called East India Comedy. They had an idea to make a video called I Want to Quit ISIS, about a young man who works for ISIS, realizes how ridiculously absurd their ideology is and how awful life in Syria is under them, and says, I want to quit.
I want to resign from ISIS. But we're not ISIS, we're ISIL. Daesh. Yaar, aaj ka naam kya hai? We are IS.
The basic premise was the corporatization of the terrorism process, and just the idea of terrorists wearing blue shirts and ties and going to an office to get work done was what the idea was.
I had to join ISIS for market research.
That's being cut out for sure.
Okay, I get it. You're not happy.
Yeah.
What if we give you the corner office?
Sir, वो गुफा है.
We can force a woman to be a wife.
That is arranged marriage.
What if we broke a world peace?
Would you do that for me?
No, I'm just messing with you.
This is a risky ask. When you ask somebody to make a video that criticizes ISIS or some other terrorist group, that's a lot to ask, because you're asking them to put themselves out there and put themselves potentially in harm's way, and nobody wants to attract the ire of a terrorist group like ISIS. So I wasn't sure if the comedians were going to go along with this, if they were going to be comfortable with the fact that they'd be, making videos essentially paid for by the US government. But to my surprise and delight, they were all 100% on board with this. Nobody expressed any reservations about safety.
The first thing I told my dad is that, guess what, we're being funded by the US government. And he's like, wow, your company's really taken off, well done. Finally, I'm proud of you, my son.
The last 42 videos that the State Department has made that were designed to make ISIS look bad have gotten a combined total of 55,000 views. And this video that the Indian comedians made got 700,000 views in just 2 weeks. So I think the numbers speak for themselves, and that this is using influencer marketing, using local voices, is a much more effective way to reach young people.
We won't force you to do something you don't want to. We're terrorists, not Indian parents.